Hi, want to know how to make your relationships stronger? Stay tuned for the only tip you'll need. Hi, I did it! Hi, my name's Christine Conroy. Welcome to Happy Stuff and Fluff, a channel for women over 50 who are getting happy and growing younger. Oh dear me, yes, look, I've got bangs, a fringe. What do you think? Let me know and please be gentle. I'm trying to get used to it. The good thing is, however, I can just go like that and send it all back, and that's fine. I can't tell you what courage it took for me to do this. Okay, moving on. If this is your first time to Happy Stuff and Fluff, please consider subscribing. We are women over 50 who are getting happy and growing younger. And today I have a golden tip for you and your relationships. And I don't just mean your romantic relationships, I mean all of your relationships. If you have read Happy Stuff and Fluff, you will have heard or read about this exercise, but that's okay. You may need reminding, you may not have done it yet, or you may need to do it again. So, for those of you who haven't heard about it, here we go. It's dead simple and so effective. So just let me tell you that Mr. Kitchen, that's my husband, and I have been married for 37 years. Or is it 36? I don't know. It's one or the other. A long time. And we do this exercise and continue to do this exercise every now and then. And because, you know, we change and we change the way we do things and so on, there's always something new to learn. So here we go, very simple. All I want you to do, now first, there's a precursor to this. Do not do this exercise unless you are in a good place with the person that you know, with whom the relationship, you want to get that relationship stronger. So wait until you're in a good place, having happy times and relaxed. And then, so let's say it is let's use the word husband. It could be partner, but let's use the word husband. Okay, so you are having a nice relaxed evening and you turn to your husband and you say, on a scale of 1 to 10, how am I doing as a wife? I know, hang on a second before any of you are thinking, what? Yes, that's exactly what I want you to say. How am I doing on a scale of 1 to 10 as a wife? Now then, if they say 3, and they won't say 3, but if they do say 3, you have to keep it positive. So what you have to say is, okay, so what's making me a 3? Instead of saying, oh my goodness, what's only making me a 3, you ask, what is it that is making me a 3? Why do I get so many points? And let them answer that. If they say 8, you're doing really well. Do not expect a 10. If we're being honest about this, 10 is unrealistic. Okay, if they say 10, I possibly wouldn't believe it unless you've only been married a week. And I'm not being cynical there. 10 is perfect, and we are none of us perfect. If you're getting an 8 or a 9, you are doing very well. So let's say it's a 6, then you say, what can I do to make that a 7? Not an 8 or a 9 or a 10, that's too big a leap. Just what can I do to make that a 7? So let me give you an example. Okay, so not here. At my last home we had a log fire and the logs were kept outside, and it was such a pain in the neck having to go outside to gather the logs and carry them in. So I used to do that. That was kind of my job, if you will. And Mr. Kitchen, we came round to a time when we were asking this question, and he said to me, so what can I do to make the 7 and 8? And I said, you know, it would be great if you would occasionally just bring in some logs without me having to ask. That would be absolutely fabulous. I would love that. And, right, okay, that's something easy for him to do. It's just a simple thing. But you know, the things that are important are very often the simple things on a daily basis that either get on your nerves or drive you insane, or those things can sometimes build up and cause big issues. And for me, that was an issue. So, Mr. Kitchen, not all the time, but when he remembered, he would bring the logs in for me, and that was great. And I always remembered to say thank you for that. So it's things like that that we're talking about. It's the little things on a day-to-day basis that can help make life easier for both of you and not get niggly so that you're kneeling at each other all the time. Okay, so you've got that then. What would make me an 8 or what would make me a 9? Now, the thing to do is when they say to you, oh, so say this was the other way around, and I said to Mr. Kitchen, it would be really lovely if you occasionally brought in the logs for me, and then he didn't do it. You know, that's not good, is it? So if they say something to you, what you mustn't do is jump on it and jump to self-defence. You've got to keep this positive, otherwise it's not going to work. You've got to commit to saying, right, okay, I understand that, and I'll do my best to do that or to change in that way. It works both ways. I'm not asking you to be the one who's always doing the giving, because once you've done this on your side, then you know, you can say to them, ask me the question, and they ask you the question, and you both commit to doing whatever it is that you have said, without quarrel and without like I said, jumping to defence. This is why you have to do it when you're in a good place together. Otherwise, it descends into recriminations and you never do this or you never do that. Don't let that happen. That's why you need to do it when you're in a loving place, and you need to listen and you need to act on it. I promise you, it's a great exercise because it's a win-win. If you say to them, what can I do that will make that 7 and 8, you're showing already that you care about the relationship and you understand that you're not perfect and you could be better and that you are willing to try. And if you think about that the other way around, that's all we can ask of people. That's all we can ask, because we've all got quirky things that irritate us that may not irritate someone else, and we are not mind readers of our partners or husbands. So this is the way of getting to that nitty-gritty without it being done in an accusatory way. The beauty of this little exercise is it works with your friends, it works with your parents, and it works with your children. Have you ever thought to say to your children, I'm smiling because I've said it to mine and we've had some fun with it, you know, on a scale of 1 to 10, how am I doing as a mum? And at one point I remember saying to my eldest son, how am I doing as a mum? Because I've never been the mum of an 18-year-old before, and I'm not quite sure how it works. Because I hadn't been the mum of an 18-year-old, and you know, we don't always get it right. And certainly with kids, if you do it at the right time and make the commitment not to be upset by what they say, it's brilliant. It works so well. It works so well because, again, these things tend to come out just when we lose our temper, and it comes out in temper. You never do this and you never do that and you should do this and you should do that. Well, this stops that from happening. If it's something that's on your mind, you know, and you say to your, in this case it was my son, how am I doing as a mum on a scale of 1 to 10? And he tells you. I know it's a bit of a risk. It's a risk worth taking. I promise you totally. I'd love for you to do it and tell me how it goes. My kids, and I put this story in the book, there were times when if I just shouted at my children, I'd hear one of them singing around the house, yeah, ask me now what I think about you as a mum on a scale of 1 to 10. And then I'd hear 0, 0. Said in jest, I hope. But it's a good fun exercise to do. And if it's reciprocal, you know, because then they've got to say to you, on a scale of 1 to 10, how am I doing as a 15-year-old son? And you get the chance to talk to them too, and it's all done in a nice, light-hearted, fun way, but it gets to the bottom of some of the things that irritate us about each other in this nice kind of a way, and it allows you to be able to think, yeah, well, I can understand that and I'll try to do that. I didn't realise I did that. I'll try to do better. Tell me what you think about this. I've prescribed this for so many people that I know, and they've done it. It works with your friends. How am I doing on a scale of 1 to 10 as a friend? It works with everyone. That's the only caveat. Be sure only to ask the question when you are nice and relaxed and in a good place with each other, and then you can work on your relationship and build it and get it better. Okay, so I hope you've enjoyed that. Tell me what you think about this. Tell me what you think about the exercise, and then if you do it, tell me what happens. It would be great to hear the success of that little exercise. Tell us in the comments. Now, as an extra video this week, I'm going to be asking for your help. So watch out for that, if you will, in a few days' time, and I'll appreciate your attention on that. And I hope you're all okay, and I look forward to seeing you next time. And until then, remember that on the Happy Stuff and Fluff, we are getting happy and growing younger. See you next time. Bye bye.